Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the Vivint Home Security system. I'm going to be showing you guys what they offer and what my experience has been like using them for the last few months, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Steve from the YouTube channel Steve Does, and I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org. So Vivint is kind of a one-stop shop for home security systems. They provide all of their own equipment. You just need to pick and choose what you want, and then you can get it in a bundle installed in your house. Now this setup is not necessarily going to be for the DIYer that wants to be able to add things and remove things and take this brand and that brand. Everything in here is going to be Vivint for the most part. Now they do work with some other brands if you want to install some other things. Like for example, I've got Nest thermostat installed. I've got some quick-set locks installed in the house. We've also got the Philips Hue system. In addition to like GE switches and dimmer switches, those can integrate into the system also. But outside of that, it's typically just going to be Vivint gear. Now Vivint reached out and offered to install a system in my house. So I went through and I basically just got a bit of everything. So we've got cameras, video doorbells, smart locks, thermostats. We've got door and window sensors on the locks and also all of the doors of the house. We've also got glass break sensors, fire smoke detectors, and CO2 detectors. So how the system works is that it is all controlled by a central unit. Now this unit is a touchscreen unit that I had them put in the center of the house, so we can do everything that we need to from this touch unit here. In fact, let's take a look at it and show you guys what you can do from that control panel. All right, so here we have the control panel. This is kind of the central system for the house. Everything does connect through here, through the electrical system, and connects to this box. We've got different settings from here. You can push and hold to arm your system. You can either go away or stay, or you can either lock the front door here. So if I push that, it'll lock the doors in the house. From here, we can set the thermostats here, so I can control either one of those, either upstairs or downstairs. And we also have the ability to look at all of our different cameras. So we've got all the different cameras here. They load up really fast. There's already a live view of what's happening in the backyard. We can back out of here, scroll over. Here is the front of the house and any kind of activity that is going on there. The quality is really good on here. I'm actually really impressed with the 1080p of these cameras. The next tab here is devices. So if you do set up additional devices, like for me, I set up a Philips Hue hub on here, you can control different things in the house. So I've got my 4 lights that I've got here. I've also got the lamp modules, and now those came with Vivint. But from here, you can adjust the brightness of different things, or you can turn them on or off. In addition, here we've got groups. So if you set up a group, so for say I've got my master bedroom, I want to turn that on. It's going to turn the 2 lights that I have in my master bedroom, 1 and 2, on. If I want to hit all lights off, it'll turn them both off. So that's a nice feature to have just right here at your fingertips. Lastly, here we have got the emergency panel. From here, you can contact all of your emergency services. Now in settings menu here, we can click on devices and go through and look at all the different devices that I have. If we go to general and let's say sound, we'll go chimes. We can control what each chime is going to sound like. So here are all the different things I have set up in the house and what chime I want them to sound like for each one. Now, one last thing that I wanted to show you here is that we've got the date, time, and then we've also got the weather on here. So we've actually been using that a lot to see what the weather is going to be. Instead of either bringing out our phones, just as we're walking by the panel, we can bring up what the weather is looking like. Also, if you guys notice down here at the bottom of the screen, it is lit up green. That is indicating that all of the windows and doors are closed in the house, and the system is green and ready to arm if we wanted to. If that light is turned off, that means that either a door or window is open, and you would be able to see what is opened on the display here. So in addition to the control panel, they also have an app. The app is basically everything that you can do on that control panel, plus a ton more. You can create different routines, set up different custom actions. There is so much that you can do from the app. You'll pretty much just be needing that whenever you want to access the system. Another thing that Vivint offers is something called the Car Guard. Now, I got those installed on both of my cars, and I was really impressed at what it offered. Not only does it come with a GPS, so you can track the car if you want to, but it added some extra features where it'll tell me how much gas is in the tank. It'll tell me if I have any recalls on the car or if there's any problems. I just had a notification last week that the battery on my car was getting low. So in addition to monitoring your house, these things can also monitor your cars. If somebody walks up to my car and tries to open up the car, I'll get a text on my phone saying that there's a disturbance at my car, that somebody's messing around with it. So that's a nice addition to not only secure your home, but also your vehicles too. So when you're signing up for the Vivint system, you can kind of go through and pick through all of their devices that they offer. Once you've created your bundle, you can either pay for everything up front, but that can get kind of expensive. So they do offer a 0% 60-month financing. That way you can finance everything, and instead of having to pay for all of that up front, you can roll it into your monthly bill. Now, if you decide after a few years that you don't want the system anymore and that you want to pull out or have it removed, you do have to still pay off that equipment. So once you get that equipment paid off, then you can back out of the contract. Now, who is the Vivint system for? This is a system that is going to be more for the people who don't want to mess around with the DIY of setting up their own system and finding out if this product works with that product and it builds into your whole system and you're paying a monthly cost over here and a little bit over there. It's going to be all rolled into just one big package that you can just worry about dealing with one company. Now, like I mentioned before, there are a few other things that you can add into the system, like Philips Hue, Google Nest thermostat, but for the most part, you're just going to be dealing with the Vivint devices. Now, a lot of people think that DIYing their own system is going to save them a ton of money or not cost them anything at all other than the price of the equipment. But if you want to have a monitored system and also cameras that are uploading to the cloud, that can be just as expensive as the Vivint system. A few weeks ago, I did a review on the Nest cameras, and those were pretty expensive. You were paying anywhere from $5 to $30 a month for just one camera to be uploading to the cloud. Now, with the Vivint system, you're able to get that for close to the same price on a monthly basis to have an entire system installed in your house. So for those who like to tinker around and do all of their own things, then I'd recommend just sticking with your DIY system and setup. That way you always get to play with the latest and greatest when they come out and add things and remove things as you want to. But if you don't want to mess around with that stuff and you just want to have one company control everything in the house and just have a one-stop shop for everything, then Vivint is a great option for you guys. So what category do you guys fall under? Are you the DIY, want to control everything that goes in and out and what's connecting to your house and you like to tinker with that stuff like I do? Or do you want just one company that's controlling everything? You got one bill, you got one system, you got one app to look at with some great tech that they offer. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you guys want to see more from me, check out my channel, Steve Does, where I do a lot of videos on smart home equipment and other fun tech items. I want to thank you guys for joining me here at reviews.org. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.